This Cage Radio presentation is brought to you by Lucas Dyer at Fit Nutrition. He's a licensed and certified sports nutritionist. He works with both pro and amateur MMA fighters as well as jiu-jitsu practitioners. Would he really be the nutritional writer for Jiu-Jitsu Magazine and Collateral Damage MMA if he didn't know what he was doing? I don't think so. So give him a call today at 857-265-8655. And don't forget, tell him Mott sent you.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's Mott's Cage Radio. Going to take it out to where I believe is Northern California. Tell the people who you are, my man.
Hey, my name is Johnny Marez, Sacramento, California.
All right, so you're a pro fighter, and I think, primarily you fight with Art of War Productions? Is that where you're at?
I was, yeah. I had the last year, I actually started pro fighting in 2008. I had 2 fights in 2008. I went 1-1, and then personal shit, man. I went through a divorce, so I took some time off, and I got back into it exactly like a year ago. Last year in October, I had my first fight back, and it was for Art of War. I fought a guy from Alpha Male there, beat him, a 3-round unanimous decision, and then I fought another guy for Art of War, and I beat him in 38 seconds in the first, and then I fought a gladiator challenge fight here in at Thunder Valley Casino, and I won that in 1 minute and 7. And then I decided to drop weight class, man, because those guys are a little too big at 170. But yeah, I'm 4-2 as a pro fighter.
All right, so now you're fighting at 155. Where are you currently training?
Currently, right now, I'm it's a mixture, man. I currently have Thomas Fallon. He's a really good friend of mine, man. He's helped me with my striking ever since I've been back. So he has a place his own. I was training with Dave Tuckaba, the Hole in the Wall. That's where I did all my training. He got me all my fights. So props to Dave, man. Shout out to Dave. And then his gym shut down, and we kind of all like scattered our own, our own separate ways. So Thomas Fallon has the Dungeon right now here in Sacramento. I go there a couple times a week, and then primarily though my own gym right now is Kovars in Roseville with Chad Shepard.
Okay, fantastic. So what do you got coming up as far as fights go?
Nothing right now, man. I'm in the works. I'm a free agent. I was contracted with Art of War, and I was asked to be released from my contract. So right now I'm in limbo, man. But there's all kinds of options, man. I can, West Coast. I know it's coming up in February, and then there's Gladiator Challenge is always available too. So now, free agent, man, and if you ever seen me fight, man, I'm about the business, man. I come in to perform. So
Right. So now you're fighting at 155 pounds. How tough of a cut is that for you?
Dude, actually, like the cut to 170 was way worse than the cut to 155. I got my diet in right, man. I had hired a dietitian, nutritionist, a personal trainer that helps me with my strength and conditioning. So the cut to 55. Actually, I probably ate more dropping to 155 than I've ever ate. And I only had to cut between 8 to 10 pounds. To before where I was cutting 13 to 14 pounds, it was kind of hard. Yeah, so now I'm down to 155, and I'm only cutting 8. I just cut 8 pounds the day before and float the 2, and I'm perfect. So and I'm still drinking and eating throughout weight cut. So that's great. So I decided after I had a fight with Art of War in last August. I fought a good guy, man, by the name of Ray Cervera. He's 7-2, man. He's a stud. I lost to him by rear naked choke, but I was beating his ass, I think, the whole fight. So he caught me with the choke. I'm not a jits guy. I'm not a ground guy. But I saw opportunity to go to the ground, and I went there. And, that's what he does. So,
right.
But, you live and you learn from your mistakes and from your losses. So I learned a great deal that I can perform with a guy high levels, on his ground, and and still perform pretty well. So after that fight, I decided, man, I'm gonna try to put on a little bit more muscle because the weight cut was pretty easy, and I didn't really start strict dieting until around 6 to 8 weeks out. So I figure I can push my body a little bit more and try to get a little bit stronger for the weight class.
All right, so if there was a fight coming up, like there obviously is at West Coast Fighting Championship here in November, how soon are you ready to hop back in the cage? Could you hop in the cage that soon?
I probably could, probably at 170, but I'm done with 170. I feel way comfortable at 155. So to me, like I was scheduled to fight the Art of War rematch title shot January 25th, and then they dropped it to January 11th. So I was basing my all my workouts and all of my dieting around that time frame. So what seems most likely to me and more I don't know what you call it, time frame will be probably the West Coast of February 1st.
Okay.
I want to stay at 55. That's where I should be. I'm only 5'7", man.
Is there anybody in particular you'd like to see? Anybody you want to fight?
Not really, man. Not really. I just want to get in there and just and make a statement. My first fight in the organization. I want people to know that I'm for real. I'm not here just messing around, man. I'm 33 years old, bro. I try to get a push at this as hard and as fast as I can. So I just want to get out there and get known. And it was kind of hard for me to do that at Art of War, considering they're 2.5 hours away. So but I'm out of that contract now. So free agent. So now I'm really looking to put myself out there.
All right, so you're primarily a brawler and whatnot. You bring it. You like to swing the leather. What are you going to do to counter that? Are you going to be working on your ground game? Is that something you're going to be focusing on?
I have been since January.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I've been doing. Majority ground. So I pretty much train like 60-40 stand up to ground. Now it's like the opposite, man. It's like 70-30. It's like ground more than more the stand up. I can when you're stand up, it's always there, man. It's like riding a bike. You just got to polish it off a little bit.
Right.
But the ground, it's a totally different world for me. Or it was. I feel pretty comfortable on the ground, and not say like I don't want to be naive and think I'm a jiu-jitsu fighter or a ground fighter when I know I'm not. So I know where my strengths are. I know what I can do standing up, and I know what I can do on the ground. So stand up is more. I just basically use my ground as a defense, so I don't get taken down, and I haven't. This whole past year I've never been taken down once, and they tried, and then I end up reversing and getting on top and finishing the fight there, But it's always been my choice to go to the ground. I've never been taken down so far. So.
All right, solid. Well, it sounds like you got your training figured out. You got released from the contract, so you're a free agent. So any of you promoters out there looking for a badass at 155, I think I got my man right here. He'll come down there and wreck shop for sure.
For sure, man. For sure.
Solid.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking forward to it, man. I've been wanting to fight locally here since I started. I just I tried the old loyalty thing with Art of War, and that shit didn't work out at all. Traveling and fucking getting paid pennies to go way the hell down there. Now that I can fight local, no joke. Thunder Valley's 15 minutes away, and Jackson Sports Arena is 10 minutes away from my house. So, and then people are some people aren't willing to travel. So now that I have fight my own backyard, man, it's basically like my homecoming. You know what I mean? So I'll pack the place, guaranteed.
Solid. Well, I don't have anything bad to say about Art of War, but I'm not a big fan of Hit Boy. How did Hit Boy treat you?
I hear you, man. Honestly, bro, like I love Art of War's organization. I love how they put their fights together. Like I've had a fight, like I've known who I was gonna fight for like 2 months out, and I like that. I like to prepare for somebody. I liked it. So and that way they were good. Tom's the man, dude. What can I say? If anybody has anything bad to say about Tom, they're full of shit.
Right.
Because Tom's a good dude, man. But Roy, when I first met him, I was a straight shooter with him, man. I'm not putting up with the bullshit. You got to think about it, man. I was out of the MMA scene from 2009 to 2012. So I think that's when he made his push, or that's when he was all doing his shit. So I came back, to the MMA scene as a newbie. I had no idea who anybody was. I didn't, I didn't know that. So everybody warned me about him. So when I was approached by him to fight for him, I took the fight, and everyone would just caution me. So right after that, I was like, and Nick Christie, man, he's been a big help. He's my good friend. So he dealt with Roy. He just says be straight up. So I was straight up with Roy. Don't bullshit me. I won't bullshit you. That's how we're gonna have our relationship, man. So, and for the most part, he treated me pretty good. So as of late, man. So as of a week ago, I want to say. So I signed a contract with him, thinking everything was gonna be cool. And then this thing with Michael Christensen came up. I met Michael Christensen a long time ago, man. Like years and years ago. We have a mutual friend together that doesn't fight, that's not in the fighting community. So I met him at his birthday party. So I met him there. I think fucking Michael's a funny dude, he's a straight shooter, I love the way he talks shit, it's great.
Right.
But, hey, if you don't have a sense of humor, man, then I don't think you really need to be a man. If you can't take a joke, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. So that whole thing came up. He put that thing on Facebook through the Art of War page, which everybody knows it is Roy. If you're friends with Michael, we're going to delete you. We're going to give you an hour. And so I'm like, whatever. I'm their number one lightweight contender. I was sponsored through their Game Face fight gear. There was Game Face fight gear. He's not going to fucking delete me, whatever. So I ignored it. I was trying to enjoy time with my wife. And I look at my phone and shit, I'm deleted. I was like, oh, wow, okay, cool, and then not only was I deleted through Facebook, he texted me like a personal text, bro. Number to number. Was saying, I'm dead serious. I'm not anybody associates with with him. He disrespected me. I'm deleting. So you're off the page. I was like, and I told him, I said, wow, I mean, really? That's like, how old are we, bro? I said, this is like my 11-year-old daughter does shit like this.
Right.
I see, he's like, and then he said, I thought you were a homie. I just didn't treat you as a regular fighter. I said, look, you're blowing the whole shit out of proportion. You know how Mike is. Everybody knows how Mike is. So,
right.
I said, just fucking take him off, delete him, block him, problem solved. But he took it too personal, and he took it a little bit too personal, I thought, and then started trying to bring me into it. Now I'm deleted or whatever, which is no big deal. But I told him, if you were one of my homies, like my real good homies or whatever, a real good friend, I would tell you to man the fuck up and go handle that shit.
Right.
Don't Facebook it, handle it. He's trying to recruit, like he's like a part of the Bad Girls Club, like he's like, hey, if you're my friend, if you're Michael's friend, you're not my friend. And he's trying to pull everybody to his side. No, man, just you and him. If you want to talk it out, you talk it out. If you want to box it out, you box it out. But that's your guys' thing. Leave me out of it. Then he texted me back. I'm dead serious. I will drop any contracted fighters, any sponsored fighters. And I was like, wow, okay. I said, well, you know what? He's not deleted from my page. So I said, I like fighting for you guys. I appreciate the opportunity. Let me know. He's like, no, you let me know. I was like, the ball's in your court. I'm trying to enjoy the weekend with my wife. I'll get back to you later. So that was that. And then I posted that thing up on my Facebook page about me being deleted by him and all that. And then I paid the most respect to Tom in Oakdale MMA. It has nothing to do with Tom at all. I thought, I just let my friends and my fans know that my career and my fight career with Art of War is up in the air. I don't know. I didn't say I was kicked off. I didn't say I quit. I just wanted people to know that if I did get let go, it wasn't because I quit. It was because I was released over some little girl shit. So
right.
That was it with that. So I kind of was like, I can't believe this dude's going to treat me after as much as I sacrificed. Not only do I sacrifice my time, I sacrifice my money also, right? I don't get paid that much to travel that far, for it. I just appreciate the opportunity, and he gave me an opportunity right off the bat, where I didn't have to go searching and shit like that. So, I appreciate it in that aspect. But now when it comes down to this, now you're bringing personal business into like a business.
Right.
You don't mix those two. So I basically told him I run my business. I run my business. It's me. My business is Johnny Marez. I market myself. I put myself out there. I'm constantly hustling, bro, trying to get on radio shows, trying to do interviews, trying to make appearances everywhere. Every local show I try to be at, because I want to market myself out there. I want people to know me, So how am I going to do that way out there? And now that I'm not on your page, how people are going to see one of my upcoming fights and shit like that? So in other words, he's hating on my money, which now I'm not a big fan of that either. So he texted me the next morning. First he called, and I was, I didn't answer the phone, and then he calls me, and then he texts me, "Hey, I'm trying to get a hold of you. Let's talk this out." I'm his cash cow down here, bro. Nobody from Sacramento area can go down there and fight and take the fan base I do with me. I'm bringing 50 to 70 people down there every time I go.
Oh, wow.
2 hour, man. Right. At 40, 45 bucks a pop, plus you're spending your money there, and you can't get drunk there. So that wasn't cool. So a lot of my family said, "I'm fucking with that place, man. You can't even drink there." But that's besides the point. But I make them a lot of money. In turn, I don't get paid nearly as half of what they get paid. So I told them, that's what I told them. You're messing with my money, and that was at that. I was like, "No, we're cool. Just cool down." He apologized for the post and stuff, but too late. I'm not. I basically told him I felt like I was being bullied. Who are you to tell me who I can and can't be friends with? I'm not the person. I'm not the guy to take shit like that anyway. I'm the exact opposite. You tell me not to do something, I'm probably gonna do it. So ask my wife. She knows that's just how I am, man. Especially if it's for over petty shit. So which it was. It was over a fucking Photoshop picture. Man, come on, this is ridiculous, man.
No doubt.
I mean, it was funny. It was funny. Granted, maybe some. I mean, I even talked to Gary Shirley, and Michael and Gary had their little incident too.
Right. And
Gary was like, "I didn't delete the comments. I think Michael's a funny kid. That's some funny shit, So I mean, you gotta have a sense of humor, and obviously he don't have a sense of humor. So he texted me the weekend, and I didn't respond to him. Give him a couple days to cool off, and then he texted me saying that Baby Ray, the guy I was supposed to fight as a rematch for a title fight, is scheduled to have surgery, so he's off the card in January. So wow. I said, all right. I said, okay, cool. But just so you know, I'm not stepping backwards, So he didn't reply to that. So another day passed by, and I told him, I said, your place is too far. I don't get paid enough money to fight a non-title fight. He's like, so what are you saying? I said, I'm saying I'll wait. I'll wait for the opportunity to present itself. I said, it's too far, and I don't get paid enough to drive up there for a meaningless fight. So they offered me another guy to fight January 11th, which is 1-0 as a pro. And I told him that's a step backwards. That's a meaningless fight. He told me it's not a meaningless fight. Dude's 11-1 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro. He comes from a reputable camp, which he came from Last Stand fight team. All due respect, all those guys are studs down there. I don't doubt that he has any good, but he has one fight as a pro. He's 1-0, and he knocked out Stephen Cartwright in like 15 seconds. Which I think Steven's like 1-6 or something, and had like a 0-10 amateur record or something close to that nature. But I felt like I said it's a step backwards. Look at weigh the options: title fight, non-title fight, title fight paid, non-title fight paid. I said that's a step backwards, bro. I'm not gonna do it. So then his reply to me was, well, me and Professor Tom got together and we decided that you need to work yourself back up to title contention.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay. I said, so now the truth comes out. I said, dude, see? I said, you're fucking shady, bro. I was like, is Ray really hurt? And I don't like the way you're doing business. I don't like the way you're doing business. I said, Tom was okay with the rematch. Ray's camp was okay with the rematch. You were okay with the rematch. The people wanted to see the rematch. It was an exciting fight, man. And he was like, Tom was never okay with it. I always vouch for you in that area, but it's Tom's choice. I said, well, now you're just throwing Tom. Now you're putting it all on Tom. Don't put it all on Tom. just let me know the truth. If it's because I didn't delete, dude, or you're butthurt about that, just be honest and straight up with me. So then I was like, you know what? I don't like the way you're doing business. I haven't fought for you under contract. My contract was dated from August of this year to August of next year. 3 fights. And my first fight was supposed to start in January. So I haven't fought under contract with them yet. It's just dates. So I told him, you know what? I don't like the way you're doing business. This shit's getting kind of crazy. You know, you're being shady. Please release me from my contract. And he said, well, Tom felt like we feel like you need to develop more. And I was like, develop more? I'm 4-2 as a pro. Last year I went 3-1 and 3-0 in a weight class I wasn't even supposed to be in. You know, I said, so please release me from my contract and let me develop elsewhere in a different organization. So he says, well, that's up to Tom. And I told him, I've never dealt with Tom before, business-wise. Tom's never came to me with the matchup. Tom has never came with me with the with the bout agreement with pay. Tom has never came at me with the contract. I've never talked to Tom, but hi, how you doing? See him out weigh-ins. Thank you for the opportunity to show. You know, in that area, you know. So Roy's been always the business guy in between us, between me and Art of War. So I told him, I said, you're putting Tom in between this and I've never dealt with him. I've always dealt with you. So release me from my contract, please. Tom's going to give you a call. Tom wants to talk to you. All right. I said, I'm training. Tell Tom to call me after I'm done training. So Tom called me up and he said, hey, Roy told me that you wanted out of your contract. I said, yeah. He said, okay, no problem there, man. I was never a big fan of contracts. If you feel that you need to move on and do your thing or, you know, or to pursue better things, I'm all for it. And you know, good luck to you. Hung up the phone. It was over. I was released and I'm a free agent, man. That's how it goes. But
wow.
I just don't see how all of a sudden, you know, I get deleted from the Facebook page. I'm not really responding to him. I'm not going to be bullied into his little antics. And now all of a sudden my title fight guy is due for surgery, you know, and now I need to work myself back up. So what is it? Is he due for surgery? Do I need to work myself up? Are you bullshitting me?
Right.
And I'm not the one to be bullshitting, bro. Just come at me straight up and I'll respect you a whole lot more. And that just knocked him down you know, in my respect category a whole lot more, man. And so I'm just glad I'm not there. I'm glad I'm not doing business with him. Sucks for Tom, man, because you know, I like doing business with Tom, and I'm just trying to make Tom a lot of money too, you know. So, you know, hey, I'm moving on to bigger and better things. So we got some things in the works right now. Nothing's for sure yet, so I don't want to leak it all out there. But you know, I've been approached, you know, of course West Coast. You know, I approached them about it. I gotta have all my ducks in line, you know, in a row. You know, I can't just be, you know, put all my eggs in one basket and then expect, and when shit don't work out, I'm shit out of luck. But
right,
you know, I've talked to West Coast, I've talked to Gladiator. Currently in negotiations with MMA Gold. Hopefully we can work something out. That'll be awesome, man. And then you'll really see me blossom, you know, as a fighter and you know, as a performer, pretty much.
Yeah, Dave Hirschbein, I know he'll take good care of you. Obviously, Brandon at West Coast. My boy Cal Warsham at Gladiator Challenge Raider Nation. That's my boy. So I know they'll take good care of you and whatnot. But, yeah, it was a great conversation this afternoon. Let's stay in touch. As soon as you got a fight coming up and whatnot, let me know. Anybody you want to shout out or anything you got to say before we let you go today?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kovar's martial arts, Chad Shepard, Thomas Fallon. He has a fight coming up on the 19th for his 3rd amateur belt. He's looking awesome. Just all my friends and my fans, man, that follow me and that believe in me. This is really what pushes me. You know what I mean? I do it for you. The more I feel the love, the more I want to go out there and perform. So shout out to to you, Cage Radio, all the media outlets that let me go out there and basically pimp myself out. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. So I'm just trying to get out there, man. I'm sure this is not the last you're gonna hear me. I'll be in big talk soon. So I know that, and, you know, everybody around me and everybody that's trained with me knows that. So I appreciate the time, man.
All right, my man. Johnny, we'll be in touch. We wish you the best of luck, and we'll talk to you soon, my man. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.